Thank you, Darren. Thank you very much. Good morning, everybody. It's good to see everybody bright and early. Some of you guys enjoying your coffee. So I'm going to go ahead and remove my mask so everybody can hear me better. And then I will start sharing my presentation. Can everybody see the screen?
Yes.
Okay. All right, well, I'm very excited that I get to talk about custom fit training and workforce development. I think a lot of you may have known about custom fit, but I'm very excited that for those that maybe don't know the program, it's very common and usually you don't see a lot of marketing or billboards talking about custom fit. So I really appreciate the opportunity that you gave me there. And hold on, I'm having a problem here with my other screen. Okay, all right, now I am there. Okay, so what is custom fit? That's usually the question. The custom fit is a UT state legislation program that was set up for employee training service. And this program uses basically state funds. We like to call it basically the company tax dollars, because what we do is every year, the legislation allocates a lot of money. It's usually about $5 million that they allocate throughout all the technical colleges. So it's your tax dollars that you have paid every year. They allocate this portion, and then it's divvied up by region. And the idea is that we want you to spend that money because it's yours. We want you to utilize it for any type of training that you are doing. Anything that you are doing to enhance the workforce, that's our goal. We are trying to keep the economy stable in Utah. We are trying to make sure that your employees' retention grows up and that they have the skills that they need to continue working, whether it's just manufacturing, whether it's soft skills, whether it's anything that they need for a software, for the HR side, we can help you with any type of funding that you need. So talking about custom fit, there is 11 regions, as I mentioned. So I decided to share the little brochure that we usually utilize. So you have an idea for those that are not in Weber County. There is different regions, and like I said, the money is distributed by the technical colleges. So you can see we have Mountainland, I'm sorry. Then we have the Salt Lake Community College, Snow College, Southwest, Tuella, Uinta, Dixie Tech in St. George, of course, Davis Tech, you all know. Janet, she does the private training, but we also have Jean, which is the coordinator or the manager for the custom fit funding. So right now, I'm gonna just show you what Weber County can do for the companies located here in Weber County. It doesn't matter the size of your company. All you have to do is be registered with the state. So I'm gonna share a little video. Please let me know if you can hear the sound. And
welcome to Custom Fit.
Can you all hear?
We're glad you're checking us out.
Can you see the video?
We think you'll both be surprised and excited with what you discover. To start with, I'd like to ask you a question.
Yes.
Do you spend any money on training? At Custom Fit, we have a rather expansive definition of the word training. By training, we mean employee training, which can be teaching employees about specialized equipment, safety, or processes they work with in a class or boardroom setting. Professional or industry conferences held locally or across the country. Continuing education for licensing. Do you spend any money on certification or professional designation training? Perhaps professional development seminars. Or maybe online classes from full online courses to simple one-hour webinars. Computer skills training from Microsoft Word to complex 3D modeling software. Or taking courses at the Ogden-Weber Technical College. So do you spend any money on any of these? If so, I have a follow-up question. How would you like to save up to 40% of the cost of that training? We can do that. We're Custom Fit, the coolest state program you've likely never heard of. Now, you may be thinking, yeah, right. What's the catch? Well, that's a good question, and it's an even better look. But we want you to know that there really is no catch. Custom Fit has been a state program for over 30 years. It's designed to help the state economy by ensuring the Utah workforce is highly trained and therefore highly skilled. Well, come to think of it, there may be a couple of catches. You have to either own or work at a for-profit company with a location in Weber County. But that's really it. Not much of a catch. We can create highly customized training that is specific to your business, or we can help you participate in popular prepackaged training. At Custom Fit, we associate with a large selection of highly effective training providers. But if you have worked with a particular trainer that you're very fond of, then we'd be happy to consider them. And even though we are a state entity, we try to keep the paperwork to a minimum and streamline our processes. We hope this has piqued your interest in Custom Fit training. To find out more, please talk to one of our Custom Fit specialists or check out our website at www.otech.edu and select the Business Resources link. Custom Fit, bringing business, industry, and education together.
Okay, did
Nice job,
everybody hear the video? Okay, did you understand what we said in the video? Anybody has questions so far? Can you hear me? I guess I will continue. So just to reiterate what I said in the video, it doesn't matter how large or small is your business, as long as your address is in Weber County and a for-profit organization, we have legislative funds that we can use to pay up to 40% of the cost of trainings. Each region works independently, so you may hear in Davis County and other regions, we can give you up to 50%. The money is just determined by the amount of trainees, the cost of the training, and like we said, there's no discrepancy, or we don't select your trainer. If you already have somebody that you want to work with in your company, we'll be happy to do so. And along with that, we develop continuing education for professional development. So those nonprofit organizations can still benefit from our trainings. We constantly set up different trainings and resources with different partners. So we work with companies like Impact Utah, UMA, Employers Council. They are always utilizing those trainings, and they are always partnering up with Custom Fit throughout the regions. So if you are a member of those different institutions, not only their grant will benefit you, but then you can always reach out to our Custom Fit region and we can help you with another portion. Even with the Chamber of Commerce, if you are sending anybody into the LNU, that's the best example that I can use, we have that partnership with the Chamber where they can come to us and we can help them finance the training. All we ask is that the company's registered. So if we're talking about a startup company, all we require is for them to be licensed and registered with the state. That takes them a couple months probably, and they can immediately utilize our trainings. So just to reiterate, I already said this, the company has to be for-profit, registered business with the state, and just having a need of training for their employees. We usually just ask you to contribute a portion, and we can invoice the company, or we can just reimburse them for a training they had already contract with. And that's basically the catch. That's what we do.
Martha?
Yeah.
This is Chuck.
Go ahead.
Just a couple of questions. We have a couple of large employers here on our workforce committee that are with us today for Kimberly-Clark and Fresenius, in particular the city as well. And I was wondering if there is a maximum number of people that can be involved with this, or is there a dollar maximum that they can use? Any kind of restrictions like that on it, or is it a case by case? How do you determine how the money gets allocated, and what kind are there restrictions for individual companies or organizations?
Okay, very good question, Chuck. And actually, we work with Fresenius and Kimberly-Clark both. We usually we don't have a restriction. What we do is, if the training, let's utilize an example. If they are just doing an Excel training, and the company reaches out to us and says, we're going to send 50 employees to Miami, and the cost is $150,000. That's when we're going to determine whether we really want to do that, or we want the company to reach out to a local trainer that can do the Microsoft Office for them, and we can guarantee they can find the prices for a lower cost. Something that we don't cover is traveling, lodging for this type of training. So they can go anywhere throughout the nationwide. The cap, the way we do it is, if the training is above 3,500, depending on the amount of employees taking the class, we will ask the company, it's like a procurement that we do, just to let us know why did they select this company versus the other one. But the only restriction will be something that sometimes we can see a company taking advantage of that usually happens more in small companies. They charge them X amount of money, and we know locally they can reach out to a training provider that can provide that for a less expensive cost. So that's basically the restriction, and we just cap it in a case-by-case basis, depending on the number of trainings and the amount of hours and things like that. Very good question. Anybody have any other questions? Okay, just move your fingers, because I don't see if anybody's chatting. I don't have access to the chat, but if you have questions, please raise your hand or let me know and I can answer anything else. I'm gonna just show you typical questions, frequently questions that we have for custom fit. I think I already mentioned this. The courses can be taught at your location, in our campus, at the training provider side, or at another institution. A lot of times, for example, companies like Kimberly or Fresenius or Parker Hannifin, they might have employees that will go to Davis Tech or Bridgerland, and they will take the classes over there. Because Parker Hannifin is located in Ogden, then they will reach out to us. And so on. So we work together with the different regions. If anybody in Davis Tech contacts a company that is in Weber County, then they will let us know, and then we will reach out back to the company to help them with the funding. So it doesn't matter where they take the training, as long as the company location is in our area, they will reach to Ogden-Weber Tech College, and vice versa with the other regions. We have a big pool of qualified instructors from the college to the business community. Companies can identify their own instructors, or we can help you with that. If a company is looking for a specific training, they can reach out to us. We have the resources to find the training. And if we don't have it in here, like I said, we connect with the whole entire region, and we have a big pool of training instructors that can help the company for the specific training they are looking for. We can help pay for a regular program like the colleges. So if anybody's doing welding, or if they need industrial automation, we can help pay for those type of trainings as well. If you are just looking for a short-term class, once again, the Microsoft or supervisor training or leadership, MSHA, those trainings can be also be eligible for funding. The trainings vary by region. Like I said before, we determine that individually in each region. And the payment options include prepayment of the training, reimbursement for a portion of the training, or monthly invoicing. So it doesn't matter if you set up a training for 12 months. If you are paying monthly, what you do is you submit the receipt back to us and we will reimburse based on the training. Typically that happens more when you are sending an employee to take one of our technical programs. And what we do is we just require to verify attendance. And at the end of the class, that's what we ask for the company to demonstrate that this person attended and completed by even giving us a certificate or just showing us an email proving that this person was attended into this conference, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So that's basically how we.
Hey, Martha?
Yeah.
I have another question. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
On your previous slide, the second bullet, you said that Custom Fit maintains a pool of qualified instructors for the business community. So, as an example, what kind of instruction would you be able to provide, like the chamber, organizations within the chamber? Do you have standing types of instruction, like on Microsoft products or Office Suite? What kind of things do you train on?
We can train in anything you need. Our training pool is based on our company needs. So a lot of times the company reaches out and gives us the training provider. We have a lot of business consultant that reaches all the time to Custom Fit because they know we can help them benefit. And what we do actually, and that's, I think, I don't know if you have participated, but every month we set up through our continuing education, we bring different instructors that we know. And like I said, it doesn't matter the type of training, whether it's manufacturing. If you need, of course, something more technical, we usually refer our instructors, but we also have training providers that can do these trainings. And to better answer your question, the next slide will show you some examples of training programs that we can provide. So for technical training, anything related to industrial automation, aerospace, blueprinting, SolidWorks, you name it, we have the pool of instructors that we can reach out. We became really magic. So as you can see us, Chuck, we're all the time in the community, because if you bring a new instructors that we don't know, a new person that maybe is benefiting the community, we want to contact them and we want to become partners and bring them into our pool of resources. So like I said, companies sometimes word of mouth let us know the instructor. We reach out through the community, through LinkedIn, through our pool of technical trainers that teach at our colleges and any type of training provider. Mm-hmm. And if you notice in here, we can also do OSHA training. So we do first aid trainings, MSHA trainings, for business, anything that you can imagine, customer service, Microsoft Office, employment law, leadership, team building, crucial conversations. It's basically all the type of trainings that a company will seek to keep their workforce developed. Mm-hmm. And along with that, Chuck, I mentioned it before, and Forrest can share that experience. We have a lot of partnerships with different institutions, like Impact Utah. They do have a big pool of trainers. So we work with them. We work with Employers Council. We work with Utah Manufacturers Association, with Utah Safety Council. We always connect with them for any type of trainings that our manufacturers are asking us for. And along with that, if you participate to their conferences, to their seminars, we help them fund their training as well. So they don't need to do the training through Custom Fit. If your company is going to utilize them or through their trainings directly, we help pay the portion of the training. The membership maybe not, but we help them with that training. So if anybody's doing SHRM credits, like right now, a lot of people is doing the testing through Davis Technical College, but the companies here in Ogden, they can reach out. It's about $900, about $1,000 for that PRC. We will give you $500 back. It's just that simple. It's a pool of different community resources that we utilize.
You have to show, what kind of evidence do you have to show that it was completed?
The evidence, once again, is just a certificate of completion. We are very diligent in taking an attendance list. Right now, we have a big training. Actually, Forrest can share that with us. We have Peterson Inc. participating in a big training that Impact Utah did. It's about 600 employees. So we have to be very diligent to go meet up with the company the day they do the training and get an attending role or something. If we're not able to participate, usually our training provider agrees to provide a role of attendance and send it over to us. And we usually just work with the HR manager, so they are also making sure that they provide the names of the people that is attending.
Martha, this is Allison. I was just wondering if a company, throughout the year sends their employees to take training and is not able to necessarily do it as a group. They send someone for their new orientation training. Can the company request or apply for the custom fit funding several times a year, or should they only do it once? How does that work?
Oh, perfect question. Thank you for that, Allison. They can apply it as many times as they want. What we always request is do it in advance, because we're obligating money as we go. Like I said, it's about $5 million that is dispersed throughout all the regions. For Ogden-Weber Technical Colleges, Ogden-Weber Technical College, we usually get $500,000 allocating money. Last year, they increased it a little bit. So this year we have $680,000 to spend in all our Weber County companies. So what happens is at the beginning of the year, which is fiscal year for us, July, we have plenty of money. If the company wants to reach out to us in advance, meaning if the training is not happening until next March of 2021, and you're sending your employees, please feel free to reach out, because we want to obligate that money. We usually spend the money at the end of the fiscal year, which is June. We ran out of money. So the more you utilize this, the more money the legislation is going to allocate for us. They do a complete analysis and budgeting every end of fiscal year. And depending on how much demand we have, they will determine if they will allocate more money or not for us the next year. So yeah, the only thing I can say is usually by May, we start reducing the amount or the percentage that we can give you, because the money is pretty much obligated. So we might not give you the full 40%. We might just give you 20% because we're running out of money. But yeah, you can ask as many times as you want throughout the year.
Martha, if I may, just a quick point since you brought it up, just let the group know, as Martha mentioned, we're doing a large training in conjunction with Custom Fit right now for Peterson Incorporated. And if anyone would like to participate as an observer in that training, Chuck, I think I had this discussion with you a week or so ago. Please reach out to Martha and she can, schedule a time for you to come and observe. Just an example of some of the things that Custom Fit has worked on with Impact.
Thank you, Forrest.
Hey, Martha, could you send the email address again?
The email address, my email address?
I just received a question saying if you could post the email address again. And I'm not sure
which. Any questions. I have the three. So there is three members here at Ogden-Weber Tech College. Can everybody see my slide with the questions? We have Stephanie Hardy, and that's her email directly, then Martha Syme, and then Christina Tolson. Are you wondering the custom fit email maybe? There's a general one that we provide too.
I'm trying to, it's the one on the website is what I'm getting.
Okay.
Oh, wonderful, thank you.
Okay, the website is, you can reach, so the best way to reach us is the business research through the Ogden-Weber Technical College website. So just click OTech, OTECH.edu, and then click on the business research. That's our custom fit page. I think I got the question now. Was that what?
I believe it was. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Derek.
I was in the dark as well.
No, I understand. And we actually, when you go to our website, I can even share that if everybody wants to see that. Let me get out of there really quick and I can just go to the website and navigate really quick for everybody. So here it is. I'm gonna just go to sorry. Hold on. So you type otech.edu. That's the main page. So this is the main page or the website for Ogden-Weber Technical College. As you can see our programs. If you're interested to see what programs the college offers, then it will show you all the programs. But if you as business want to sponsor one of your employees, then you click on business resources, and that's our custom fit page. It will tell you again what we do, how we can help you out. And then if you scroll down, here is our continuing education courses. You can click on our upcoming events. Upcoming events is all the trainings we do through continuing education. And then the custom fit interest form is usually for a person that is for the first time communicating with us and they don't know what we can do. They click on that form and fill out all the information. It's basically just the company information. And it'll come to us and we will contact the company and set up tours for them. That's another thing we can do if a company is interested to see what kind of trainings we can do. We can bring them into the campus and do tours for them for a specific program or all the programs in general. Okay, so I think that's the basic information about custom fit. Before I keep moving forward, does anybody else have questions? I guess, okay. So now what I'm gonna do, as Darren said before, I decided to have, hold on, to include Julie Morrison into our presentation. And of course give me just a moment, trying to figure it out how to share that again. Oh my gosh. All right, there we go. Now I think I have the right slide. Okay, so now it is my pleasure to welcome Julie Morrison. She's from the she's the career training coordinator for Ogden-Weber Technical College. And Julie has an extensive professional background. Julie has participated with us since March. Yeah, March. So it's about 6 months, but she came from an industry. Her background was in banking. She first worked for several years with America First and Golden West Credit Unions. And she's a training, a coach, and a great professional member that has joined us here at Ogden-Weber Technical College. So she has been a great key in supporting the Works Grant that was created by the legislation. So without further ado, I'm gonna let you step up. She's gonna do the presentation really quick, and well, thank you again. Here you go, Julie. Yeah.
Awesome, thank you. Good morning, everyone. I was so excited to get this opportunity when the governor of economic development came out and said, we have this money. Monica Schweink, who you might already know, they actually hired me to be the training coordinator for this particular program. And it's a Utah Works program. It's actually called Launch My Career. And what it is a short-term pre-hire or new hire training. And so we work with the people that are actually like coming on, kind of like on an onboarding, and then up to 30 days after hire. After that, then they go to custom fit. So actually, the governor came out and basically said, when unemployment rate was 2%, a lot of employers were just hiring manufacturing people and basically throwing them out on the floor without any kind of training. And that's why this grant was put together, because he felt like if they could get more people with the knowledge of manufacturing before they actually got hired, that we would have a better retention rate. So they put together this grant, and we have worked with our partners right now include Peterson Incorporated, PCC Structurals, JD Machining. We are looking for other partners. And basically what we do is we offer the pre-hire training. So let me give you an example. Right now we're working with, we're working with Peterson Incorporated. Can you guys see that? Okay, right there. So what we did is we met with Peterson Incorporated and said, what kind of a pre-hire program would work for you? And they decided that a 4-day, 20-hour program is what they wanted to basically orient their new hires. So we purchased a lot of training programs. In fact, there is an option of 700 programs that they can actually go through, and we can customize it for the manufacturer. So you're seeing on your computer like day 1 of the schedule, and basically it is customized to Peterson, as you can see, because we talk about their culture, and you're going to see videos on there. But they have went through and said, these are the key things that I want these new pre-hires to know before they actually hit the floor. And so it is a customized program that we can do for a lot of manufacturers and welders. Right now, I am teaching the soft skills portion of the class. We do have another instructor. His name is Dave Jones, and he teaches the manufacturing lean principles, welding. We have a welding simulator, that kind of. He teaches the second half of the class. And we just kind of team teach, but we kind of do what Martha does. We can customize this to any business. So the idea, there are 2 ways that you can come into this program. One is you can be a partner with us and say, I really want to partner and I want to put together the training. And basically what you pay for is their hourly wage to attend, but we provide the instructors and the classroom. The other way that they can come through it, and what Darren was saying, is we've been working with trying to get new leads and more excitement around the manufacturing fields. And so the governor has given us $100,000 to put together a marketing campaign to get new leads to come in for people who are interested in entering into the manufacturing field. A lot of that has been put on hold because of COVID, but we still have the money, and we anticipate that's going to start again in the next couple of months. So they can come in as a lead that way, or through the Department of Workforce Services. And that's why I've been talking to Darren. He has been referring us people that say, I want to get into the manufacturing field. Those people get to go through the class at no cost. And then at the end of the class, we give them a certificate that looks like this, that shows that they have made the commitment to go through this 20-hour class. And then what we do is we share that certificate with our partners, and we say to our partners, these people have gone through this training. Will you give them the opportunity to at least interview them? You don't have to hire them, but at least put them at the top of your interview pile and give them an interview. They've shown the initiative to go through this class. And so we're working with those partners right now that are excited about getting more employees, because I think that's kind of a problem right now, is we're just trying to find some people that are interested in this field. And so once they get that certificate, then again, they just take it to the employer and it helps that person. Our goal with this whole thing is that they become a long-term employee for you. And so we kind of monitor their progress. We give them a 60 and a 90-day review with the company. And we also offer, encourage them to come back to the Ogden-Weber Technical College to get a certificate and to enhance their education. And so that's kind of the basis of the program. We actually have been training, which has been exciting, at least 2 weeks out of every month since February. So Peterson Incorporated is still hiring. It's just that our class sizes are pretty small. So we anticipate, I'm hoping, with getting more partners, and that we can just move this thing and make it a really good opportunity for new people seeking jobs. Do you have any questions?
It's hard to see when they ask questions because we don't see the chat.
So Julie,
Yeah.
anyone can refer anyone that they know to the tech college to participate in this 20-hour training.
Yes.
That is correct.
Yes.
And so, but you are working with these 3 companies to, if you will, custom fit specific needs for their respective workplace.
Yes.
And you can take on other companies that deal with manufacturing as well. So how does one get involved to become one of these companies?
Just call me, and I will basically send you the list of the 600 or 700 courses that we have. And basically you go through and say, these are the courses that I would like to have these employees as a pre-hire go through. And then what we do is we put together the working agenda, like I showed you, the daily agendas. You can choose how long you want it to be. You can send them through for 1 day. You could send them through for 3 days. The Davis Tech is actually working with Northrop. They go 2 weeks. And so it depends on how long and how many courses, how much education you want them to come in with. And once we do that, then we're up and running. Our goal is to maybe do, 1 week of Peterson, 3 days of JD Machining, 2 days of, a different company. And that's kind of our goal, is to get that working and customized to each individual company.
That's really exciting. And I know that we've been referring individuals, job seekers, as appropriate to the tech college. But just to the committee at large, last month we talked about apprenticeships as one method in developing a skilled workforce. And I really think that this is the precursor to that apprenticeship, because you get individuals in to get exposure to that industry and a variety of different companies within that industry of manufacturing. And it creates that opportunity for interest and then that advancement, either on the job training or through an apprenticeship program or advanced technical or academic education. So this is a wonderful resource. And it sounds like, again, it's no cost, as it's funded through the Governor's Office of Economic Development. Is that correct?
Right.
Okay. What's the time commitment for the companies to participate in this in terms of setting up what standards or items they want to be discussed?
Their time commitment is really just going through that list and determining, they can be as committed as they want. So if they just want to go through and pick, you know, these are the topics that I would like my employees to have. Basically, when I work with Peterson, he went through, picked those, he approved the training schedule, and I just work with him monthly so that we can kind of track the employee. And I also give him surveys. That's about the level of commitment that they wanted to have.
Fantastic.
So yeah, you can choose your own.
And we have several manufacturing companies on the Zoom conference with us today. So I just want to put a plug in. Please reach out to Julie and hold this discussion. So.
Yeah, Darren, can I just mention one more thing?
Absolutely.
If you look at launchmycareer.org, I can click on it. All of our marketing is over here. Up here. Okay, so launchmycareer.org is the website that you could get more information or refer people to, because that talks about all of the programs, the schools that are involved, and the employers, and then also their career path. So if someone is interested in manufacturing, they can go in and look at the career path right here. If they're interested in becoming a machinist, it talks about what it is, and then it also shows who our partners are, and also kind of the career path, the many options that you can get or have. Also, if you're interested, I mean, mine, let's see, so here's a list of employers and then the schools, and all my information is right there in the middle about how to get in touch with me on the program. But you'll also start seeing there's billboards, we're going to be doing radio, there will be theaters once those open. As far as all the marketing, $100,000 will be sent to get, you know, new leads for this. Any other questions? Thank you for the opportunity again to come and talk to you about it. I really appreciate that, Darren.
Absolutely. Ladies, thank you so much for taking the time to gather the content for today's discussion and presentation. Again, for those that are participating today, please reach out to Martha and Julie. These are fantastic resources to help you build your workforce in developing a skilled workforce. So thank you for your time.
Thank you.